Hey there, Nocturnes! Welcome back to English Me dito sa Nocturnal Sage, a guide for those left in the dark. Ako nga pala ulit, si Kuya N, ang inyong class president. Noong nakakaaraang meeting with Sir Jeremy, diniscuss natin ang tungkol sa register. Natutunan natin na ang register ay tumutukoy sa pagbabago sa level of formality ng ating sinusulat o binibigkas. Ang example na binigay sa atin yung sa linguistics. Kapag ikaw ay nasa isang classroom at nagsusulat ng essay tungkol sa syntax or grammar, kapag formal ang register, dapat gagamitan mo ng syntax at saka international language. Pero kapag casual ka naman, nagre-review ka naman para sa isang exam with a classmate, imbis na syntax ang gamitin mo, pwede naman na grammar na lang, yung alam ng lahat. Saka imbis na international language, pwede mo na siyang i-simplify na language used by almost everyone in the world. So balikan nyo na lang yung previous lecture para makita nyo yung full example. Kayo, ano bang mga examples yung pinost nyo? Ma-apply din ang register sa mga ibang fields, hindi lang linguistics tandaan nyo yan. Merong business, mas lalo na merong arts na aaralan pa rin natin sa ngayon kasi nasa reaction paper pa tayo Ang kadalasan yung reaction paper, sinusulat yan para sa mga art subjects sa college, mga humanities, yan, literature, art appreciation, and much more. So makakatulong yung lesson na ito kapag mag-arts related course ka o social sciences course sa college. Ngayon, bukod sa register, i-discuss naman sa atin ni Sir Jeremy ang kahalaga ng dalawa pang elemento sa pagsulat ng reaction paper. Yung structure at saka style. Ano ba yung dalawang yun? O sige, mas malalaman lang natin kapag nakinig tayo kay Sir Jeremy Kaya samahan nyo na ako sa ating klase. Huwag na tayo magmukmuk dito. Oh English me, oh English me, gusto kong matuto ng Ingles pero hindi alam kung paano.
Welcome back, class. Last time I told you that we will discuss another aspect of writing a reaction paper, and this time from register we shall focus on two more facets: structure and style. Don't worry, this may look difficult, but it's actually simple if you just remember these two laws in writing. First, we have structure. Now, structure refers to how your ideas are arranged. It's the skeletal system of your paper. So here's my proposed structure for writing a reaction paper. You have the background on the subject. You write positive views in 1 or 2 paragraphs, negative views in 1 or 2 paragraphs too, and overall impression. If positive views are more than the negative, overall impression must also be optimistic. So if you're, let's say, writing a reaction paper on a movie and you want to give your readers a positive impression of that movie, then you must be able to cite more positive views than negative ones. Remember that balance, okay? Same thing if you want to project a negative mood towards the movie. Aside from that, we have style. Style is the way you express your thoughts. It's the artful side to writing. Now, let's have a simple test. I want you to fill in possible expressions that could be used to make the following statements persuasive, okay? Let's begin with the first one. Let's say you're writing on the background. What will be your starting words for this prompt? Blank. Let's discuss the context in which the dancer in the dark was shot. Which phrase could you insert here? Alright. Transitional devices like first, let's discuss the context, or to begin with, or to start with. Now, positive views. Blank cinematography has imperfections. The plot of the movie compensates for such. Here, which phrase could we add? Yes, we can write, even though the cinematography has imperfections, the plot of the movie compensates for such. The camera movements may be shaky most of the time. Blank, they were effective at making some scenes very realistic. Blank, Selma's execution. Okay, you may have, but they were effective, and especially for the second space. Negative views, blank, good cinematography, the plot was a disaster for me. Which phrase could you insert here? Despite the good cinematography, the plot was a disaster for me. Good. So you see, it's always a comparative, a contrast between two opposing sides. You just have to be sure whether you want to write a good review or a negatively constructive review of a subject. And again, it's not just limited to movies. It could be about any subject like sculpture, painting, and whatnot. Your favorite media could be, yes, I know some of you love to play games. You may even write a reaction paper on a particular video game. Well, you should ask your professor or teacher if that's allowed in his or her class. But if you write one for mine, sure, I will allow it. Lastly, overall impression. So if it's dominantly positive or negative, it has to match the overall impression. Blank, the plot may not have been agreeable. Blank, the careful manipulation of the cameras made the film a success nonetheless. The first blank could be, on the whole, or in summary, the plot may not have been agreeable. Here, in the second blank, we could have but or however. So for more reading, look up Menoy 2016. Well, I'm not sure if there's an online copy, but you may search for structure and style in your own, using your own resources. So we are still in writing reaction papers. In the next meeting, we'll discuss a series of topics that are a bit complicated because we're going to deal with approaches. Yes, the most demanding part of this lecture series on reaction papers. So how do you look at film or any kind of subject? We'll discuss that in the next meeting, so continue surviving in the dark.
Oh English me, oh English me, gusto kong matuto ng Ingles pero hindi alam kung paano. Sino ang magtuturo? Gusto kong matuto na talaga. Oh English me. Word of the night. Verbose. Adjective. Ang first three na makakapag-comment sa baba ng meaning at ng kanyang original sentence ay magkakaroon ng special mention sa susunod na episode. Kaya ano pa hinihintay nyo, Nocters? Mag-comment na kayo bago mag-Friday para masama sa editing ang inyong post. Kung gusto ninyo ang video nito, i-like nyo lang. Kung may mga katanungan, may mga suggestion, mag-comment na lang din. Saka, i-share nyo naman yung video na to. Saka playlist, mas maganda, sa mga kakilala ninyo na magte-take ng A-up sa darating na pasukan. Alam nyo naman, sa panahon ngayon ay kanya-kanya ng diskarte sa kung paano makakuha ng resources. Diba? So, gawin nyo naman yung part nyo na makatulong sa mga kapwa nyo Pilipino na nasa senior high din upang makapagpatuloy sila sa kanilang pag-aaral. Kasi marami dyan na gustong mag-aral pa rin sa kabila ng ganitong pagsubok sa pandemya. Bukod doon, sumali ka din kayo sa ating private Facebook group. Ang tawag doon ay The Doctored Space. Yung link nasa description lang kung na-miss mo yung credits. Higit sa lahat, mag-subscribe din kayo at saka i-tap yung notification bell para hindi kayo mahuli sa mga anumang updates na nililinis namin. O nga pala new episodes every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Huwag niyong palalampasin yun. Ang Nocturnal Sage ay nakafocus sa 4 na larangan. Una ay tungkol sa self-conquest. Kung meron kang manararamdamang emosyon, dark emotions, mga depression, anger, etc. Di kami magpe-prescribe ng mga gamot, pero tutulungan ka namin kung paano ito i-process at makapagpatuloy pa rin sa iyong buhay sa kabila ng mga ganito emosyon. Pangalawa ay communication, kaya nga merong English Me. Pero yung English Me, hindi lang yan tungkol sa pagbasa at pagsulat ng Ingles. Pwede rin yan pwede ka rin turuan tungkol sa pagbibuild ng self-confidence kapag magsalita sa harapan ng mga maraming tao, mapa-English man yan o mapa-Tagalog. O ano yung tamang sabihin sa iba't ibang klaseng sitwasyon kung saan kailangan mong magsalita. Kung ikaw ay yung hindi masalita at hindi ka mahilig makipag-usap sa tao pero kinakailangan mong gawin at paano mo magagawa yun kahit ganun ka, para sa iyo ang channel na to. Pangatlo ay ang leadership. Kung bago kang presidente ng student council, kung young professional ka at bagong promote sa trabaho, gusto mong matutunan yung basics ng paghawak ng tao, mas lalo na yung mga mas nakakatanda sa'yo, para rin sa'yo ang channel na to, ang playlist na to. Specialty din ni Sir Jeremy, leadership at saka management. Kung gusto mo ng tips, mag-request ka lang ng leadership topics, saka titingnan namin kung magagawa namin yun ng video para sa'yo. Pang-apat, expansion. Kung naghahanap ka ng paraan para mag-grow sa iyong career, pero nalilito ka kung paano, naghahanap ka ng mga tamang skill sets para marating yung ganung level of self-fulfillment sa buhay na hindi mo makukuha lamang sa pagkakaroon ng mataas na sweldo o kita sa anumang endeavor mo ngayon. Kung ikaw ay nag-aasam ng ganung klaseng paglago, bibigyan ka namin ng tips kung anong pwede mong gawin para ma-achieve ganung klaseng self-fulfillment. So, salamat muli sa panonood. Ako si Kuya N. Nakita sa susunod na episode ng English Me dito sa Nocturnal Sage, a guide for those left in the dark.